Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Tink. That's M-I-Z-Z, not M-I-S-S. Yes, and we are here to talk about Power Season 3, Episode 8. Trust me, baby, this was a good episode. But before I get into the episode, I want to send a special shout out to everybody on Labor Day. Hope y'all have a blessed one. If you got to work like I do, make that overtime, right on. Overtime, holiday pay, y'all know what I mean. And those who are out enjoying yourself with your family, y'all have a great one and a blessed one. And those out here in the city of Houston, and y'all see it's about to get a little puddle, a little rain. So hopefully y'all got the meat covered up on the grill so y'all can get down with the eat. But overall, y'all have a blessed one, okay? Everybody have a blessed Labor Day. So let's get into this video, Power Season 3, Episode 8. All right. Oh, one more thing before I get into the episode or the review or whatever, which I'm going to probably most likely summarize everything, put it together because it's a lot to talk about. And I don't want this to be a 30-minute video because I got to go to work in a few. I want to send a special birthday shout out to my homegirl, my play sister already, Crystal. Y'all have a blessed one. I hope y'all turning up over there as far as you and your family. You have a blessed birthday, girl. Right on for the Lord letting you see another year. And I hope he blesses you to see plenty more. Alright, off that sweet shit, let's get to this review. Alright, y'all, so Power Season 3, Episode 8 was very good. 50 Cent, Kanan, your character is a bastard, and I hope they go to hell in this episode. But let's get into it. So, Tommy woke up all fucked up. We see that Milan basically got the dog on his ass, but tell him to chill out. He all fucked up his shit, and Milan, like, you can go, whatever, but before you go, I'm gonna have Tatiana, stitch you all up and shit. And then we gonna talk about business before your ass leave. And I'm like, what the hell? See, Milan, he up to them tricks. Mike goes to see Hugo. They all talking about what's been going on with Lobos and shit, what's happening, because Mike don't know. And, Mike's like, look, I held up my end of the bargain. Your men fucked up. You need to hold up your end of the bargain. And at the end of the day, they're looking for basically who set this whole shit up. So meaning they're coming after me and you. That's what the feds are doing. The feds is watching, okay? So Hugo's get pissed off. He said, well, you know what? I need to get the hell up out of the country. You're going to sit up here and give me this $20,000, a passport, and a plane ticket to get the hell up out of the country, or your daughter and your ex-wife is fucked. Trust and believe Lobos gave me the address and told me where they live at. So you do what I need you to do to get me out of here, and you will get this phone. Because, Mike wanted to get the phone to destroy it so that way they can't lead it back to his ass. And I was like, oh, shit. So Mike, you better do what you gotta do. Anyways, Tommy is basically going through and listening to Smokey Robinson. You really gotta hold on me. Took it back, man. You can tell he heard it. Ghost come through talking about, where the hell you been at? He's like, nigga, look at the face, because he asked about his face. And I'm like, shit. He's like, look, Milan didn't like how I told Callahan to get the fuck on, although Callahan stopped. Milan didn't like how I did it, so it is what it is. Then that's when, he brings up the whole thing about, Hugo's been hitting him up and stuff like that. And that's when Ghost was like, you need to set up this meeting with Hugo or whatever. Because, if Angela goes down, we all fucked. And at first, this is when Tommy was like, so you doing all this shit for Angela? He's like, nah, man, think about it. If she goes down, then they're going to trace it back to us. And this is what I like about Ghost and Tommy. They both even each other out. On one end, you see where Ghost lacks, Tommy is strong at, and what Tommy lacks, Ghost is strong. And this is why they're the ebony and the ivory of the drug world. That's why I like them two together. But we can see some shaky shit going on in the episode. So anyways, Tommy agrees to set up the meeting with Hugo so they can get what it needs to get done, because Tommy already knows that Hugo is going to kill him because he thinks that, of course, he's the reason why Lobos is dead, which he is. So hey, it is what it is. Let's get to some more shit. So after all of that, Angela gets the surveillance footage from Basset Hound's, hotel or whatever when Tommy was there and all this stuff. And she sees Tommy stretching and shit. And I'm like, okay, Sax is talking to Ruiz and his lawyer, Sax and Knox, about the deal or whatever that they had for Lobos. But, Ruiz like talking about, fuck that. Because, they trying to get him to give up Ghost. And Ruiz like, if you couldn't protect Lobos, what makes you think you're going to protect me? I'm not giving you up Ghost. Fuck that shit. And walks the clean, smooth the fuck off. I was like, oh, shit. Now get back to the drawing board. Dre is at Ghost's office and he tripping out about the whole thing with Tatiana, whatever. And then I'm guessing Ghost texted him and told him what was up. But Ghost also lets him know that, Milan don't know who's the one that was looking for Tatiana, so he's safe with that. And I wonder, that's very shaky. But hey, it is what it is. Ghost basically says, look, for now we're going to talk about club business in the club, leave the other business outside. And that's when Dre drops it on that, the AA brothers, Andy and Arby, whatever fuck their names is, basically got the deal with Basset Hound, and you know what I'm saying, they had the money and it's all in the newspaper. So basically Ghost is pissed off about that. And I'm like, Milan fucking your ass. Anyways, Ghost goes downstairs or whatever to handle some damn club business. He looks at Milan's man and see a pack of cigarettes, and the same cigarettes that Milan was smoking in the last episode, and he took some cigarettes. And I'm like, what are you doing with that? Probably trying to get some information, because he did say since Milan knows all about him, he's going to have to know about, since Milan knows all about Ghost, Ghost don't have to know about him. But baby, I don't think you want to do that, Ghost. I really don't. Anyways, Tommy and Hugo meet up or whatever to talk or whatever. And of course, Hugo had the gun to his head. Tommy was like, look, I came like you asked. Ghost comes up behind him. So now Hugo, they basically about to do another Lobos on Hugo or whatever. And I'm like, Lord Jesus. Tommy has talked to him, talk about, do you like being eaten, burned and all of this stuff. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Ghost is asking for an insider name. Of course, he's not going to give it to him, because according to Hugo, he's not done with it yet. Done with Mike yet. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? I was like, he not done with him yet. I'm like, girl, okay. But, he steady talking shit, Hugo is. And then he brings up the whole fact about Belle, killing Belle, and then brings up Holly. Why is everybody bringing up Holly knowing that Tommy ain't got shit to lose? So, of course, Tommy shot the hell out of him. I was like, damn. Ghost like, man, what the fuck, man? You tripping. And, Tommy like, look, man, I don't give a fuck. Tell your bitch, don't say shit when they question her. And Walt's clean, smooth all the time. And I'm keeping this gun. I said, I'm sorry. That was funny as hell to me the way Tommy said that. Tell your bitch not to say shit when they question her. I'm keeping this gun. I said, no, that's right. You better get a gift out of this shit. Take a souvenir. Take the gun. The gun look nice anyway. Tommy don't give a fuck. And Walt's clean, smooth off. And Ghost takes the damn phone from Hugo or whatever, because he's going to give that to Angela to use as evidence as far as who's been contacting Hugo from, the feds and all that shit. I was like, oh, Lord. But that was funny to me, y'all. Let's get to some bullshit. Poor Hugo. Alright, back at the Feds building or whatever, Angela, Sax, and Knox are all talking about the whole case and who's the leak or whatever. And Angela's like, look, this is exactly what MJ wants us to do, wants us to turn on each other, wants us to be angry or whatever. Sax brings up the whole death penalty thing, and then that's when Jerry comes in and says, you know what, the main office, they gone to East District to look up for the Lobo case. They found a grave that was already built for him, so basically it was premeditated. And also they found 2 sets of footprints in the woods where Lobos was killed at. And I was like, oh shit. And that's when, of course, Knox looked dead at Angela, because he swear Angela did it. And Angela looking at Knox like, I was like, girl, stop it. Anyways, after that, Ghost texts Dre or whatever, talk about take, Tyreek to go shoot some hoops or whatever, and then trying to play it all cute in front of MJ. MJ looking at him like, nigga, okay, I ain't impressed. Look, we see you had a relationship with Angela. You done paid the bitches rent. You done did all this shit. So one thing I want you to do, give up Angela for immunity. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, take her ass down. MJ don't give a shit. She just want to find the person who is responsible at the end of the day. It is what it is. Ghost is over here playing dumb, talking about he don't know nothing about no Lobos and all of this stuff. And I'm like, okay. MJ ain't surprised. MJ like, whatever. She just trying to get the person who did it. And I'm like, we're going to see how that goes. Knox is talking to Medina, whatever, about the whole Lobos escaping, and gets in his ass about the fact that you got me this information while your ass was suspended. That's for one. And then that's when, Medina was like, Medina was like, why would Tommy ask? Because Knox thinks Tommy did it. Because he was like, I heard the 3 voices and he think it was Tommy and all of this stuff. Because, only one that speak English. And Medina like, why the hell would Tommy ask kill his supplier, whatever, his distro? And that's when Knox was like, well, maybe there's another person, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when Medina was like, you know what, I don't do shit off of maybes. So I tell you what, you give me some real hard evidence, and until you do that, lose my motherfucking number, because I don't do shit off of maybes. I was like, ooh, okay. Oh, these damn twists keep sticking up. But I'm like, what the hell? Okay, Knox, look like you gotta do some dirty work. So let's go and get to some more shit. Alright, y'all excuse the noise. My family just came in to come chill with us for Labor Day, but y'all know I'm getting ready to go to work, so they ain't coming to chill with me. So if y'all hear some noise, y'all know who it is. Anyways, let's continue. Ghost meets up with Vice or whatever about looking up information for the pack of Milan cigarettes or whatever, and old boy was like, look, I can do it or whatever, but you're going to have to do some legwork. You're going to have to do some research yourself. I mean, get your ass into them bars, and you might have to drink again to figure out what it is to get people to trust you, to get some info, and what's in it for me. And that's when Ghost is like, you do this for me, and I'll make it worth your while. I guess some type of bust to get them up higher in office, I guess. Angela's at Tasha's place, and this is the one time that I was here for Angela, although, Angela, you left out one job detail, though, so I'm going to tell you what that is in a second. Tasha like, bitch, why the fuck are you here? Like, do you have a job? And Angela hit her with talking about, yes, bitch, I put drug dealers away. What do? You miss one thing, girl. You put drug dealers away, but you also sleep with them too. And you also sleep with one of them that's married, which is her husband. So stop it. Or you slept with him and you still want him. Stop it, boo. Anyways, let's go and get to some more stuff. So Tasha's basically like, looking at like, bitch, whatever. Angela's like, where was Tommy at? And, of course, Tasha was like, bitch, I don't know. I ain't his motherfucking babysitter. She said, well, y'all better get y'all story straight because there will be an FBI coming to talk to basically Tommy or whoever. And that's when Tasha brings up talking about he was with his mama Kate up in Long Island or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then that's when, of course, Tasha gets on the phone and texts Tommy talking about, motherfucker, we got a problem. Tommy ass goes to where Milan's going to be distributing his stuff or whatever. He's like, damn, this is a lot of shit. Of course, they all pills and everything. And at first, before they even see before Tommy even sees the merchandise or whatever, Milan's friend was like, you think you can really trust them? And that's when Milan was like, we shall see or whatever. So once they pitched the whole deal about how they was going to get the pills out, Tommy backdoors and hits him with a better pill. Not a better pill, but a better plan. Like, nigga, no, you need to get this shit up there with them high-end people, with people that's going to spend money. So where it's like, when they ask for the shit, it's like they're delivering a pizza at their door. You need to get workers who can be basically undetected. And, Milan looking like, okay. Yeah, we see Tommy know a thing or two when it comes to getting the shit done undetected. I was like, all right, Tommy, show your skills, show your street nigga skills. I'm just saying. And I'm just saying. Tommy's a street nigga. I don't care if he white, black, Asian, whatever. He a street nigga. And that's what I love me about Tommy. He crazy, but he funny crazy to me. Not like Lobos. Lobos is always funny, but Tommy, he funny with some of his shit that he say. Anyways, after that, Kanan calls Dre, says, you know what, I have to talk to you about business. And Dre like, look, I got to take little man to go play some basketball or whatever. I'm going to hit you up later. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to get this part out of the way because this pisses me off. While Dre and Tariq are playing basketball, Kanan bring his bitch ass down there. I was like, why are you going towards the kids? But then again, it's like what Jukebox says. What are you willing to do to get revenge? I'm like, no, not Tariq, because Tariq hurt. And then Dre looking like, what the fuck? Why are you here, nigga? You got GPS on me? He's like, nigga, I was in the neighborhood doing business. No, you wasn't. You just come to make your presence known. And so that's when he looks at Tariq and said, oh, that's Ghost's son. He's like, yeah, what's his name? Tariq. He goes over there, gives himself a whole different other name. I forgot the name of it. But they starting to play basketball. He asked him, how did you learn? He's like, man, my friend Sean showed me whatever before he died. And you can see the hurt still in his eyes. And Kanan looked a little pissed off too. So he's basically feeling him out. So they playing basketball, whatever. And Dre's trying to intervene or whatever. Because, he don't really want this to happen, especially with the kids, because he's a father himself. But he knows Kanan will come back after his daughter. So he got to do what he got to do for now. But I wonder, is he really going to turn in on Ghost, or is he going to turn in on Kanan? I'm just wondering. But anyways, that's when, after that, Kanan tells Dre to go get something to drink while he plays basketball with Tariq. He's playing basketball with Tariq, whatever. Ask him, do he have a basketball team? So he's like, nah. Bring up the whole Jordans and stuff. And then ask him about what time he gets out of school. He says 3 o'clock. And I'm like, why are you telling him this, honey? I know you're in an emotional state, but remember what your mama said. Don't do that. Don't talk to strangers. But he still did it or whatever. And then that's when he's like, all right, I'll probably see you around or whatever. Want to shoot some hoops or whatever. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. And then looks at the backpack of the school name. And that's how he figured out what school he was, because Dre was like, let's go. Because like he said, like I said, he was trying to intervene, and basically he don't want nothing to happen to Tariq. He don't. I really think he don't want to be involved at all, but what can he do? His own daughter's on the line. But 50 Cent used a bitch, and I'm going to get back to your ass again. But that's one scene I wanted to just put together because that shit pissed me off. Oh, that pissed me off. So let's get to some more shit. Alright, Angela is at Kate's house basically talking about Tommy's whereabouts, whatever. And Kate, she was doing okay until came to the little pizza thing, and that's where she fucked up at, and Angela caught that. But Thank God to Tasha. Tasha texts Tommy quick, and Tommy was over there real quick to, basically cover up the rest of his tracks with his mom or whatever. And then he tells Angela, go ahead and sit down. So then they have a talk or whatever. And of course, Angela's trying to pry for about him killing Lobos, whatever. Talking about, I know you and Ghost did it or you did it, whatever. And Tommy is not even faced. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. She's talking about, well, you know what? You better tell your mom to get her story straight. Talking about, too bad what happened between you and Holly. You know what I'm saying? Holly wouldn't say shit about your ass, and we questioned her for 24 hours. Why everybody keep bringing up Holly like this nigga ain't gonna snap? But that's when, of course, Tommy was like, nigga, you might not be the person who tipped them off, but you're the one who did tell Ghost something about Lobos. So now your ass is scared shitless. You know what I'm saying? So maybe your ass need to get your shit straight, okay? Maybe you was followed up here. You don't know that, but we know you scared. So you better get your shit straight, Angie, or you and Ghost gonna be wearing matching jumpsuits. And I was like, ooh. Tommy don't give a fuck about Angela. No. He don't, and I love it. But let's get to some more shit. Alright, so Milan goes up to Ghost back at Tru, said it's time to meet with the other bosses and basically talk about the product. And Ghost is trying to play it off, talking about, nah, man, I got something else to do. But when he looks down or whatever, he sees everybody's there, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, nah, ain't no time like the present. He goes up to Tommy talking about, man, what the fuck you doing out here at the club? He like, nigga, I couldn't shake the motherfucker, okay? I had to do what I had to do. This nigga was riding my coattails. So, of course, Tommy sits down, everybody looking. Ruiz come in, and he got a little bit of power because I guess it was somebody who he either worked for Ruiz or not or whatever. He told the nigga, you know what, I'll take your seat, go give me motherfucking whiskey. And he left. So I wonder if this the dude that took over after Ruiz. I keep saying Rio. Let me stop. Insider. Insider boo. Insider boo. D. Insider. But he told Ruiz basically, not move, but Ruiz told the dude to go get him something to drink. So I'm guessing he was doing Ruiz street corner or whatever when he was gone, but I don't know. Then Tommy goes on to his little speech about what they're going to be selling with the pills and stuff. And, and I forgot to mention Callahan was like, nigga, I got to get back to the soup kitchen, okay? I need to feed the homeless and give them drugs. I need to feed them times two. Come the fuck on. So while he's going on a little speech with the pills or whatever, when he mentions the fact that everybody got to pay up front because it's a way better deal, the Korean dude gets up and said, I ain't doing business like this. Everybody was like, no, but the Korean dude was the only one that stood up and said, I ain't doing this, but I can't prove it, but I know you killed my son, although it was Ghost who did it all along. But anyways, that's when Milan looks at his dude or whatever, because Tommy looks at Milan and Milan looks at his dude, and they just stab the hell out of the Korean dude. I'm talking about, he cut some fucking arteries. That nigga had to bleed to death or something. He was getting his ass. I was like, damn. And everybody looking like, what the fuck? Callahan like, Jesus, sorry. Yeah, Anyways, that's after they send his body away, that's when Tommy looked like, anybody got any questions? Everybody quiet. I'm like, yeah, now I'm going to show you how we going to do this. So now everybody's on board. And I was like, oh, shit. Ghost ass is scared shitless. He goes to Tommy like, man, what the fuck was that? What's up? And that's when Tommy was like, you told me we're working for Milan, so I got to stay in line. And Ghost, why are you tripping? Milan is testing you. Get your shit together. Come on now. And this is where I say, what Ghost lacks, Tommy has. Like, get your shit together, man. Come on. He's trying to test you. And Ghost like, you know what? You right. I'm good. And then that's when Tommy slips in, talking about, you better talk to Ruiz, because that motherfucker gonna wind us getting us killed. You know what I'm saying? And that's when Ghost like, I'm gonna talk to him. I was like, yeah, you better, but you can see it's thickening. It's real thickening. And also, I forgot to mention or whatever. Did I get to my part? No, wait. I did forgot to mention. Before they even had that meeting, Milan and Tommy was talking or whatever. And no, did I get to that? No. I didn't get to that part. I'm moving too fast. My bad. So we're gonna get there in a second. Be right back with some more shit. Alright, Milan Ass is one of them niggas that don't give a fuck. Now, this is why I miss Lobos, because Lobos was funny, scary, because my little coconuts. Rest in peace, Lobos. She was funny as hell. But Milan, he wanted them scary, crazy, like, I don't give a fuck, I'm here, my presence gonna be known. I was like, oh, damn. If y'all ever seen the movie Casino, if y'all remember Joe Pesci's Nicky's or whatever, yeah, Nicky, that's his name. Nicky's character, how he made his presence known, and he was a mob boss or whatever. That's basically how Milan is. Milan rolls up to Keisha's shop. Now, here's what I gotta say about this. Keisha and Tasha, if y'all in the damn hood and Tasha got a gun on her, why y'all ain't got the doors locked? Ain't no clients still in there. All the lights is off. Why y'all don't have the door locked? That's one thing I wanted to know. Ain't no way in hell. No. Anyways, Milan comes in there. Tasha, you know, she like, what the fuck, you know, but she tried to stay face or whatever, and Keisha still in the back. While they're talking or whatever, Tasha like, you know, we'll talk later, I'll meet you or whatever. And that's when Tasha was like, I know your husband told you what it is, you don't have to be afraid of me and all of this stuff. And then brings up the fact that does Keisha know what Tasha really does and what Ghost really is, because Keisha was listening the whole time or whatever, and basically found out that Tasha is using that money as a storefront to make her money clean, and that her husband is a part of the drug thing, and so is Milan. And so Keisha's listening the whole time, and Tasha trying to stay face or whatever. But before Keisha even, you know, shows her face, Milan tells Tasha, you better tell your husband to quit trying to basically plot against me, because I know he is, and if he keeps doing it, he's gonna force my hand. And I was like, oh, damn. So, you know, Tasha trying to play it off. He's talking about, you know, okay, I got it. I talked to him. And basically said, you know what? Keisha don't know, and Keisha don't need to know, and she'll never know. And I'm like, oh, Lord. Keisha drops the damn rollers. And, of course, that's when Milan plays himself as Dean, saying he's working for Tasha or whatever, tries to help her pick it up. You can tell it's very awkward or whatever. And then as soon as Dean leaves, Tasha try to be cute. So I'm like, yeah, that was nice of him. She's talking about, cut that shit, Tasha. I heard it all. What the fuck is wrong with you? You using my store to clean your money? Got my store as drug shit, like, you know, called it some drug shit. What the hell? What about my kid? What about this? And like, I was like, oh Lord. Then she tells her ass to get out. He's like, no, I can't go. This is what Tasha was telling Keisha. I can't go because if I leave, it's gonna be something, you know, it's gonna look funny, and then he could come after you. I'm trying to protect us. And I was like, oh Lord, see. Keisha like, I don't give a shit about all that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you and all this bullshit? And then, you know, Tasha begs Keisha to be quiet, but you can tell this is how best friends act, because she was mad. She probably wanted to hit ass, but she told her, you know what? Fuck you. I ain't gotta do nothing, but bitch, lock up the damn store. I was like, yup, that's that best friend argument, bitch. I got your bag, but bitch, I'm mad at you right now, so just lock up before I say something or slap the shit out your ass. Because you got me into some shit. Right on, Keisha. I understand. Angela goes see Knox, whatever, basically saying, look, I know you think I did it. I didn't do it, whatever. I really didn't do it. I wouldn't do anything like that to jeopardize this case or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Knox like, I don't give a fuck. Prove it. If you don't want me to suspect you, prove it. And I hope James was worth it. James was watching her the whole damn time. I'm like, Lord, Angela is upset. Milan is sitting over, not Milan, but Mike is sitting over there waiting for Hugo ass to show up. Hugo dead. He got the money and the passports and all this stuff. You could tell he's basically sweating. And I feel sorry for you know, for Mike a little bit. I really do. But hey, it is what it is. MJ comes, sees Angela or whatever, says, I understand why you fucking him, girl. I would love to wake up to him, but let me tell you something. He ain't gonna give you up. He ain't gonna confess. So why don't you do this? Why don't you wear a wire and get his ass to confess so that way you can walk? Because the jury's going to eat your ass up alive. And, you know, that's when Angela said, I don't know anything, and if I did know, I would serve his ass on a damn platter. MJ like, bitch, please. I just hope you can survive. And I was like, I know that's right, because MJ ain't buying that shit, Angela. She know Ghost love you just like she know you love Ghost. So, girl, stop it. Anyways, and Angela didn't even believe her, the fact that she'll get off if she wear a wire. But, girl, okay, we gonna see. Tasha wakes up Ghost. Ghost been drinking because he doing his undercover work. Says, man, the kids saw you drink. You supposed to be watching them. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ghost like, look, I gotta do what I gotta do. I got this. You know, I gotta figure out what we can do to get through this Milan stuff. And Tasha like, why? I think the best thing to do is nothing. Why you didn't tell me about him come to the store yet, though? But, hey, it is what it is. Because Ghost probably flipped his lid on that. But Ghost like, I got this, and Ghost take a shower, and then that's when Tasha calls Tommy, said, man, Ghost is drinking, he's tripping, he's plotting against Milan, get your boy together. And I was like, Lord Jesus, call her back, you know, okay? Ruiz is basically, Milan and Tommy are talking. This is the part I was going to get ahead of. Milan and Tommy are talking, whatever, basically about the plan and how Milan knows that Ghost is plotting against him. And then this is when Milan gets in Tommy's head, because Milan asks Tommy, did he know anything about Ghost plotting? He's like, he didn't tell me nothing like that. And this is when Milan was like, yeah, you loyal to him, but he's not loyal to you. You know, if you didn't have no connections, you'll be great, you'll be strong. You can maybe, you know, take over my thing or whatever. And you can see basically the wheels are going off in Tommy's head, because he don't have nothing to lose. He hurt behind Holly and the baby. He feels like nothing. He's in an emotional state, and Milan is getting to him. So, I wonder if Milan gonna be the one that turned Tommy really against Ghost. That's what I wonder. So, you know, that's when Milan brings up the fact that, you know what, I went to Tasha's shop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I seen her little friend Lakeisha. Y'all so connected in so many different ways, but you would be a strong person if you wasn't connected. So now I think he's thinking about eliminating everybody that's close to Tommy and Ghost to see who's true loyalty. I'm like, Lord, no, not the kids, and not my girl Tasha nor Keisha. No, but hey, we shall see, I guess. Ruiz and Ghost are talking about the whole thing with the with the Serbians or whatever, with what they're doing and everything. And then Ghost basically put out the time, I know you was basically the police forced your hand and you almost gave me up. So here's a favor to basically make up for what you want to do. Go back to the police, go back to the feds, but give them another name. Give them Milan's name, have Milan ass go to jail, and he can be shipped over back to his country where they'll fuck his ass up. Then you can be kingpin. I'll buy out. I'll make you, top distributor, and you can be all gravy, baby. And, at first we was like, no, I ain't going back there. But then he thought about it like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I don't think that's a smart idea, Ghost, but we shall see, I guess. Anyways, Now, this is the other part where Kanan, I'm finna go off. Kanan asked me Tariq at school at 3 o'clock and peer pressure his ass to get into the motherfucking car. And I'm like, no, baby, no. Then that's when we see Kanan and Tariq, because I'm going to group all this shit together because I'm mad about this whole situation. Kanan and Tariq go walk down memory lane or whatever, and that's when Kanan basically exposes what Ghost really does. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, you see, he's trying to turn his son against him. And I'm like, no. Lord Jesus, I just, I just don't make no sense. Then after that, we see Ghost is talking to the vice dude or whatever. He tells some information about the cigarettes and stuff. And then he asks Ghost, what is in it for me? And Ghost like, I'm going to make it worth your while. Tommy is coming. Milan done text him and said, you need to take care of Keisha. I'm like, no, not my girl. Keisha, not Lala. She's so fine. Lord Jesus. He gets in the car or whatever. And Ghost tells Tommy that he took care of Ruiz or whatever. And Tommy says, if you're working on something, let me know what is good. And we see Ghost and Tommy lying to each other. But Ghost lied to Tommy first about the whole time. I ain't working on nothing. I don't know nothing. You should have told him right then and there. Just something, which is basically proving Milan's point to Tommy. And then that's when he asks, Ghost asks Tommy, do you know where he's at? He's like, nah, nigga, I don't know. But of course, it's all lies. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, this ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna be good. After that, they talk about it and they say they gonna stay on course. And I'm like, Jesus, this ain't working out. Milan's basically proving his point. Tasha brings Keisha a bag of money and says, I want you to take this money. It's almost about 500 G's and I want you to look the other way. I can't leave this job. I'm trying to protect you. What are you going to do if you don't take this money? Like, I'm trying to protect you. And, Keisha like, bitch, I ain't no snitch. This ain't, you trying to keep me quiet. Basically going off or whatever. But I think overall, she's going to basically have her girls back because Tasha dropped that bag. She said, you know what? I'm going to see you tomorrow. And this is why I said y'all asses need to have y'all shit locked. But after Tasha says, I'm sorry, and she walks off, Keisha takes the money, go to the back, and Tommy walks his ass in. Why y'all don't have these doors locked? The lights are off. There's no... Let me stop. Let me keep going because I don't want to make this video too long than it already is. We're already almost 30 minutes in. Anyways, let's get to some more shit. Angela and Ghost meet up or whatever. Apparently, Angela... Ghost text Angela said he had something for her, but Ghost basically tried to talk to her, to kind of question her about Greg Knox. She said, nigga, you ain't finna do this. We are not lovers. We are not friends. We're just trying to stay out of jail. What you got for me? He gives her the phone, and that's when she started questioning him. Did you kill Lobos? How did you get this phone? Like basically question him and shit, and he wouldn't even tell her what it is. And he's like, you know what? I ain't got time for this shit. You know what? I feel so stupid. All this shit is because of you. Get the hell up out of my car. The whole time, though, Angela's wearing a wire, and I'm like, oh, shit, see? I don't know, but she put the wire away, so maybe she's not going to do it, but I don't know. Kanan brings, this is the part that pissed me off, Kanan brings Tariq back to his house. They all talk about this story about Breezy and his dad or whatever, and Kanan was about to shoot Tariq, but before he did that, he got a text from Tasha saying, where you at? Kanan said, you be home in an hour. Got a text from Dre, but he turns on the song, whatever, just basically trying to block out the shooting or whatever, of course, the bullet. But then when he picks up the gun and about to put it to the back of his head, he was still talking or whatever. And as soon as Tariq says, I hate my dad, that's when Kanan puts it down and he comes up with this great idea, basically saying, you want to get your dad back? He was like, I wish I could. I don't know. I don't trust him anymore or whatever. And that's when Kanan was like, you can trust me. We can get him back. And I'm like, no. This is how it goes. This is how Kanan's going to get Ghost. But I'm glad he didn't kill him. But still, I think this is worse too. Just leave the kids alone, 50 Cent. Leave the kids alone, Kanan. Your ass need to go to hell on a full scholarship. Just piss me off. But I'm glad the little boy still alive, though. So let's go and get to some more shit. Alright, y'all. Ghost does some more undercover work or whatever. You can see his ass is just, out of it, drinking or whatever. And he talks to this guy, basically, and he sees where what the cigarettes was, which is the same cigarettes Milan was smoking, whatever, because he sold them or whatever. And then somebody comes in with a package. She's looking like, what's up with that? And I'm like, yep, what's up with that? Angela goes see Knox, shows him the whole surveillance footage. Basically, I think she's still trying to cover her ass or whatever. Says that, you know what, I got proof, and shows that he was at Bassett Hound's, hotel with Tasha. So now she looking all stupid talking about, I know you can tell me I told you so. And this is when Greg kisses her or whatever. She's like, you know what, I should go. When she walks basically to the door, he offers to walk her to her car or whatever. She's like, I'm just so cold. And they start hugging. And you already know what went down after that. They started having sex. She started fucking him. You could tell Angela was not really into it. Greg looked like this is the first time he done had some in a while. Like he been waiting to bust. And he busted in Angela. The whole time he's stroking her or whatever, giving her some kind of stroke. It was way better than what 50 Cent was doing, I tell you that much. She looks over and looks at the picture of Ghost, which clearly says that she still wants Ghost or whatever. She don't really care about that nigga, whatever. Back at the bar, Ghost is drunk as hell, whatever, talking about I love her, whatever. And to the point where the guy was like, you know what, I gotta go. He's like, all right, I gotta go. Ghost follows him or whatever and sees where he was. He's like, Then before he drives off, he hears Tommy's car. He hears the car, he hears the car and looks and he sees Tommy. He's like, what the fuck? So then that's when he calls Tommy and Tommy ignores the call and he goes in. So now he finds out where Milan Warehouse was and now he's questioning Tommy. And I'm like, Lord Jesus. After Angela and Knox have sex or whatever, Angela goes in, goes in the bathroom, about to take a shower, takes the phone with her and looked at her. And I'm thinking that maybe Knox was convinced and maybe they're going to get back together. Hell no, they just had some pity sex. And Knox basically texts Medina and said, you know what? I think Angela's working with St. Patrick and I think we could bring them both down. And I was like, oh, shit. So this is pretty much real good. This is why this shit is 30 minutes long, y'all. I apologize. I know I don't do long videos like this. But this shit was so good. Real good. So I can't wait to see next week. There's only 2 episodes left. Why are you doing this to us, power people? Why? I love this show. But the other seasons are coming too. So this episode was good, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm Miss Tink. That's M-I-Z-Z, not M-I-S-S. Y'all have a blessed Labor Day. Y'all turn up. I'm about to get ready for work. And y'all already know the channel is Natural Pole Sister TV. And y'all have a blessed one. Deuces. Bye.